You know,
That's the real key.
that's the real thing. Yeah, like in a way, like it's like wrestling is kind of like it's like wrestling is one of those weird kind of mediums where like it's better if you don't see the wrestler as the talent as often. It's kind of like a weird thing where like say if you were watching a stage show for every day of its run as opposed to just one day, because like you're you're going through the same motions. You're going to be seeing the same people apart from a couple of swings, let's say, and they're all saying the same lines, but they might have said that one a bit better this time around and stuff. And
You might find subtlety in nuance and that was a bit different. You find you start to get more meditative and you start to think into
yeah,
this all manner of that. It was evident when the last time I saw Cara Noir, haven't seen him in ages. Hooray, he's back and in fully fighting fit, angry Swan, and um he was throwing running knees and running
mm,
drop kicks at people. I was like, Jesus fuck, that wasn't there before.
yeah. That's
Completely
evolution.
changed.
Yeah.
You know, it was just fascinating. It was like I kind of knew his moveset.
Mm,
And then he switched it up a bit, and he's still
yeah.
fucking amazing, fucking holy fuck, um, so explosive and dynamic as a wrestler, and I just want him to stand in front of me for ages, um, so I can be respected,
Yes.
and it's something that you can just you can see people as they, because he was so blatantly good at it
Yeah.
that you can see people are in there with him and you're like, you really need to be, you need to equal and opposite reaction here. Like
Hmm.
that's the great thing with Cena. Everyone has to wrestle his style. He
Yeah.
rarely, bar that US Championship run where he did try to step up a bit,
Mm,
um, but you can just see, no, I'm gonna do this. This works. It works well. They pop when I want them to.
yeah.
It's proven. And they all yay boo when we want them to yay boo.
Mm. But that's the thing.
Tried,
Like,
tested
wrestling
and
is
true.
one of those like very kind of like what's the word like it's a very exothermic thing in a way, if we use a very scientific term. Like you can like whatever energy you put into it, it will still exude the right amount of energy as well. So like sometimes you could be like giving yourself a fucking aneurysm for no reason. Like
Mm.
as I said, like some people's art form has been able to like to get the crowd working up to a point where you don't have to break your bollocks. You know, that's actually the real art form of wrestling is to be able to. It's the Jey Uso principle. Jey Uso
Yeah,
does not need to be the best wrestler in the world in order to have the crowd on his side. He just had to have the right character and the right, and just
yeah.
to latch onto something and make it work. You know?
But what like, yeah, that's very clever. Use the right amount of energy in the right moment.
Yeah.
And you can see some people just not really knowing when to dial it
Mm.
up and dial it back and to take it. There's no, you know,
Yeah.
hooray, flag.
It's plague.
And that's not Northern Ireland flag. It's
Plague.
a it's a USA flag.
Yes. It's being used in a very Northern Irish way though.
Go on, Tony. Tony with the left hand there.
Oh yeah.
As is evident by the WWE being a democratic organisation. Well done, Tony.
Absolutely. Because when I think of democracy, I think of WWE.
Wow.
Oh, hello.
Wow. Definitely. Without question.
Hello. Developments?
Bro, I thought we were done with that mask stuff, man.
Well, he's not.
This mask stuff is pretty fun. I see why.
What a plot twist. Dun dun dun.
I'll give it to him. That's actually a very well read line from Christopher.
Yeah,
Well done.
yeah. No wonder his ads would do so well on this podcast.
I mean, like, I just wish he'd be a broadcaster.
Yeah.
You
Just stop
know,
wrestling. Just
but he's so
get in.
he
Like
is
just
quite,
learn.
but he's quite good at most things.
I know. That's the problem. Just needs to stop being good at being bad at the wrestling.
Imagine. I love the he has become the thing that he gained notoriety for. Oh, the
Yes.
old guys are holding everybody back and they're just doing their thing and they're tired and they're finished and it's like, well,
Now I'm the old guy.
you either die the baby face or live long enough to become Fat Chris Jericho.
Yeah, exactly.
Hold on. Can you hear that? That's not Taz's entrance music. That's the pot calling the kettle black.
Very nice.
And yeah, hold on. I hear special report. I am also a hypocrite. Yes, fantastic.
Confirmed. Well, the weather forecast has a slight dazzling of hypocrisy across the land. Going into getting slightly stronger as the night goes on, but then hopefully a bit stiller from the morning.
Just be very careful when you walk outside of your homes. There is a slight layering of irony that some people just don't have the right type of footwear for. Hup.
Yes, wrap it warm so you don't avoid the contradictions.
And now the weather.
And never sports.
It's all made up and nobody gives a shit. It's simulated war. Nobody actually wins, and your jerseys are gay.
It never happened.
Football is fake. Wrestling is real.
To be fair, I've watched some football seasons where it does feel like it's been done by a creative team.
There's the Italian league. Topical reference. There's a Facebook page I found that does football themed wrestling shirts,
Okay,
and they have evidence.
it's a blacksmith, is it?
No. No. Evidence is being found.
Okay, I'm excited. I'm very intrigued.
No, I don't need it. I'm so excited. I'm so happy I get to show you this. Who the fuck did I send this to last? Here we go. Bum, ba-dum, bum. Ba-dum, bum. Where's the shagging link? Oh, here we go.
Well, things haven't turned out quite like we expected. We're underway.
I can hear the disdain in JR's voice.
Rules match. You're right, JR.
I presume JR and Jerry Law are fuming they have to call a filthy ECW match because Taz is working on it. Poor Joey Styles has literally nothing to do.
Oh, poor Joseph.
He'll do like this.
Hearing the King be happy to hear that Taz is there is odd.
Yeah. To be fair, times have changed. There's an armistice.
Good Lord. I don't think there's anything these superstars won't use to win this match.
Tommy Dreamer,
You're right
the
about
only
that,
one
JR.
wearing
This is
pants.
downright brutal. That submission is locked in, JR. And this is a
Ooh.
tough hold to
Oh yeah,
break.
they're actually quite
It
nice.
sure is, King. And even if you
Aren't
break
they
the
just-
hold, it takes its toll on you.
Not
Yeah.
for me.
Screamer's
Not for me.
first
Sport.
match.
Sport
No,
is
but-
simulation.
Turning from that
Sport is
Some-
simulated war, but
injury caused by the man he's teaming with tonight. And you have to wonder whether
Yeah.
there's any
if you could line up the
bad
right team with the right wrestler, you are definitely onto something.
Yeah, this feels like it's very much a case of like, okay, I'm just gonna keep throwing shit out of the wall until we get it. Until we get something that works.
I mean, I have a friend who's a Liverpool fan and who enjoys the OTC, and that's his Venn diagram. That's all you need.
Yep. That's it, yeah.
There's the GTS. The go to sleep connects.
And we said for a
Just listen to his body crashing to the ground.
and we said for Wrexham and Deadpool crossover. Nah, it'd never work.
That's too obvious. That's
my God.
surely too obvious.
From that sledgehammer.
Oh my god. Oh, I want something like Richmond FC now. Trying to think.
I actually do have an AFC Richmond jersey, to be fair.
Superstars were looking under the ring
Who?
for weapons. Anything you find under there
The
could be a
plucky
huge help.
underdog, huh?
Wow. If he keeps this
Spike
up,
Dudley
this could be
and
King Mercy here tonight. It's been a
Spike
long
Dudley
time coming,
meets Ted
but it's
Lasso.
all legal here tonight. CM Punk.
yeah.
Finally,
I think that
he's
will.
getting his shot at
Yeah, I have to start mulling
redemption.
over now. Who would be the equivalents there? But yeah, there's
Who
a
is
few.
Who's the ultimate plucky baby face? That'd be Rey Mysterio of this era.
Yeah, I'll go with that. Yeah. Unfortunately, like, there's very few teams I could actually say that are considered plucky baby faces, because like every football is so tribal that there isn't like a objectively like team like oh, good for them, type of thing.
Hence Richmond FC.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It has to be a fictional team for you to actually fall in love with.
And the new champ. Good night. Punk hits the go to sleep. What a brutal match. The referee
I hope that Taz is really enjoying his return back to the ring, because now I'm choking him with a sledgehammer and he's been cut open. So, you know.
Here's a combination of letters that form words that you may not have heard in a while. Harchester United.
Oh, I wish, I think of nothing more than that. Like, that's, yeah.
Harchester
That's
United.
I wouldn't say Plucky Underdog. That's their drama queens.
Oh.
Like, people, like, fucking, like, team buses exploding, people being impaled on fucking spikes, fucking serial killer goalkeepers. Sign me the fuck up. That is drama.
Okay, so who's the most dramatic wrestler? I mean, are we kayfabe or are we shooting?
Yeah.
The most dramatic. I mean, we're talking commentators. It's the King.
Yeah.
Although if because they're called the Dragons.
Well, do you know what? In fairness, I'd probably go. Yeah, I'd go with the nicknames first, and then personalities after that. Like, I think, like, you know, anything.
Super Dragon.
Yeah. Brian Danielson actually would kind of take that as like the like, it's enough drama, also being plucky underdogs, always the story.
Plucky underdog, Dragon, Ricky Steamboat.
Yeah, okay, there you go. Yeah. Oof. You know, I'm trying to think of.
So many dragons, so little time.
He's about to say, it's because there's so many dragons in wrestling as well. That's not helping matters.
Oops, all dragons. Ultimo Dragon, Ricky Steamboat, Brian Danielson, Daniel Bryanson.
Brian Dragelson.
Yeah. Oh fuck, what was his name?
Dragon.
Jake Long, the other American Dragon.
Oh Jesus, yeah. Fuck, that's a deep cut. Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's a deep cut.
Don't you? He ain't bragging. He's the American Dragon.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. Jesus.
Danielson fucking ripping off early noughties cartoons.
Yeah. In fairness, like, there is an easy one with Fulham, considering that they're owned by Tony Khan. So, like, literally take a pick from any AEW wrestler there. Now they would be quite a fancy. They'd be a bit of a Dalian posh pipe, quite a posh club. So I'd actually say William Regal would be their equivalent.
Not anymore. Oh.
Yeah.
Excalibur. You delicate little dandelion. I just want to give you a quick little blow.
Oh, I just want to run down you. You moss man! You! I just want to run you down my flank and cross you into the box. Yum yum.
Wow. Oh, that actually deserves a moment. Holy fuck. That was
the worst thing that happened. The worst thing that happened. Well. Oh, you mountain in a mask. I want you to invert my winger and play inside. Delightful.
Oh, Excalibur, you look so good. I want to watch you back in VAR.
I want you to sweep around my box and clear the ball. Indeed, yes, lovely.
You can throw into me any day.
I want to loan you with an option to buy. Yes, absolutely.
Wow. Like I knew someone who did it's been done loads of times, but I did a show with someone who did puns that are also sexual. My fucking God, you have hit the absolute fucking equinox, the epitome, the ever expanding horizon that is football's very suggestive.
It is so suggestive.
Tackle in the back.
I mean, the fact that like some players are described as ball players, as opposed to what other fucking things do they do on the pitch? Do they fucking count the grass? Like, they're meant to play the ball. That's the fucking point.
Hang on, that was me. I was a grass counter. Right. That's me. Grass counter.
Alright, that was me. I was counting the worms. I was talking to the worms again. Sorry.
Oh man. Great way to distract somebody though. Aren't them clouds lovely? It's a psychological warfare. No athleticism, just mind games.
Yeah, I'd like to be a fox in your box, Mr. Excalibur, sir.
They call me the midfield maestro because I'll go box to box.
Number 8, number 9, number 10. I can be whatever position you want, Mr. Excalibur.
And if you're really good, I'll bring on a substitution.
Versus new school. This is friend versus friend.
Utter filth.
This is for the
Utter
ECW
filth.
champion.
I'll actually watch. I'll start watching football again just because of that.
No, what you do is you just watch. What we need. Do you know what actually we do need is that we need football matches that are done by alternate commentators. You know, like it used to be Fan Zone back in the day, right? I think that's what people would get the casual people, casuals like yourself back into football. When you don't have a football team to follow, you don't really care about the match in particular, but you want a bit of personality, right? So they're going the completely wrong way by having all these influencers doing fucking football matches like Sidemen, fucking at Wembley and all this sort of stuff. Listen, it's for a charity, it's a worthy cause and all that shit. But what they want to do is, if you, let's just say you have a generic Premier League match, right? Something really fucking mid-table, like, I don't know, Brighton versus Brentford. You're not going to watch that on a month of Sundays, Brian, let's be honest, because unless you find out that one of them is the bees and the other is the seagulls, and you can pretend it's a David Attenborough fucking documentary, right? So otherwise, it's not going to work. So what I'm suggesting is, why don't we have why don't we have Troy Hawk doing commentary
without
for
question.
Premier League matches?
He's not Jan Mulby, but he's doing well.
Is Jan Mulder? He's close enough, though. He'll do. Yes, fantastic. Look at the poise as he lines for the shot. Now, but what you do is to make it work is you have the other commentator be an actual, like, you know, a proper commentator like Peter Drury or like, you know, or Martin Tyler, and he has to play it completely normal. Like, wouldn't that be a fucking brilliant April Fool's thing for like Sky Sports to do, is to have Troy Hawk doing the colour commentary instead of like, say, a generic ex-football person.
It's almost like we have access to a genuine broadcaster, Jonathan. We could make this happen.
I mean, I don't have access to the Premier League, Dave, unless you count Football Manager, you know. I'll call Dave and see what he says.
I wouldn't mind. I've half ran this idea past Dave in another ilk.
That's true, actually. We have considered doing dub overs, haven't we? So that kind of works, isn't it?
Just it's just as long as we can get the footage, like.
Yeah, exactly.
The Sunday league
he has
here.
connections to the Scottish League. We can get some SPFL's footage, I'm sure.
If just for a trial run, there's an itch there I want to scratch.
Exactly.
A bit like Tommy Dreamer is about to scratch CM Punk on top of the table with the Death Valley Driver. Mamma mia!
The fact that, like, you know, this is a weird WrestleMania when we're getting 2 ECW matches on the card.
Yep.
Like, back to back, no less. There's connective tissue between these.
Tommy Longpants versus CM Trunks.
Those are adequate descriptions of what they are.
Oh, there you are. Good job, Mark Henry.
Oh man, did you hear that chair shot, JR?
All right, like, I know you're playing as CM Punk, but very heely. Tommy Dreamer, the perennial babyface at all times.
Well, in fairness, it has been established that it's a face-v-face match. Like, we're doing it because it's in the spirit of ECW. Totally extreme and fight forever and
in the spirit of ECW, where they're not going to get paid.
I mean, we don't know. We don't have the context to this match. Like, who fucking knows?
They're not going to get paid, and they're selling someone else's shirts that are misspelled.
That's it. The lads are hanging out after the arena, going, "Please buy my merch. WWE shop won't buy my merch."
I mean, that's unbelievably true.
Yeah.
That's where's our Balls Mahoney legendary merch run, you fucking cowards?
Where are my Tony Mama Luke ice cream bars?
And you know what, depending on the licensing, you will start seeing Sabu pop up. Fucking.
Oh Jesus, yeah, I can imagine.
Fucking resting chair being smashed into your face.
Here's a ceremonial chair shot for you to enjoy yourself.
Oh, the 20 chair shot salute. Come.
If it was in Sabu's like true spirit, it would be like 20 barbed wire salute. I'm not sure you're gonna make that work.
Oh. Ooh. Yeah, well, don't worry, it's happening on the indie show somewhere right now.
Yeah, well, I mean, I could go on about GCW, but they're a bunch of carny cunts, so I won't. We can't seem to get one tune out of one of our wrestlers. I know, we'll fucking drug them. Shower bastards. Shower bastards. Joey Janela, I'm glad Damien Corbin threw you into that Lego. You fucking deserve it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You absolutely deserved everything you get.
What he could have been. What he could have been. To invoke the spirit of my spiritual non-legitimate uncle, Jelly Nutella.
Mm-hmm.
What he could have been. He was right there in AEW. Had all the opportunity in the world, and there you go.
And he fucked it up.
And then he had to go and ruin it by being an indie jobber.
You can take the man out of the indies. You can't take the indies out of the man.
You can't take the indies
Oh wait,
out
you
of
can if you just like professional. Yeah.
in AEW. Anyway, John Cena's back in Fatal 4-Way form.
Yes. He's been given an hour, but he's been given a half an hour breather. He had a cup of tea as he watched the ECW double header.